Hello and welcome to Really Big Podcast. We're back for a new season 5 years later. So how about that, guys? And with me on the show I have got Jack Yardley.
Hello.
And Michael Blower.
Good evening.
Good old Michael of Blower. Ah, my God. It's good to have you guys on the show. So yeah, we've up here we've got the Really Big Podcast. I've also got, because we're going live, which is a first for this show, I've also got a group chat on so I'll be keeping tabs of that and seeing if anybody has any witticisms or anything to add while we do this show. Now, it is traditional in the Really Big Podcast to... Hold on. It's traditional in a Really Big Podcast to do odd news, which is where I've got a selection of recent news stories, and I just ask you to comment on them. So, yeah. Let's go. First story. A British woman called Dee Ford has gotten a lot of abuse on Twitter from American football fans, mistaking her for an American footballer who cost his team a championship match in Kansas City. One person even thought she was pretending to be a British woman because he couldn't handle the criticism. So, what do you make of that?
Wow, okay.
I mean...
Criticism isn't necessarily good for one's confidence.
Well, no, especially when you didn't do the thing that people thought you did just because you have the same name.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend called Adolf who has all sorts of problems on Twitter for the same reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine he has a very easy time on social media.
No, he's always mocked for his facial hair as well.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not... I mean, funnily enough, his last name is actually Fittler.
Okay, is it one of your Austrian names?
No, I'm making it up.
Oh.
It's a joke! It's a joke! So yeah, Jack, have you ever heard of any similar sort of things where, someone has been mistaken for someone else over Twitter?
Well, there are the number of times I've encountered someone who has the same surname as someone who I work with. That always gives me something to think about.
So you think that you're stalking a work colleague, but instead you're stalking someone who's completely different?
Oh, I don't stalk people.
No. In the Soviet Union, you stalk people. Or people stalk you, I don't know. But yeah, some more news for you. 2 penguins were stolen from a zoo in Nottingham and were found a few months later on a drugs bust. As in, the penguins were found on the bus, not the penguins were doing a drugs bust. The police found no drugs, but they did find 2 penguins living in the kitchen. Sadly, they were being fed dog food, but I think they're okay.
Ew.
So what do you guys think of that?
I'm
I...
100% sure if I'm honest.
No, not really.
So, what kind of punishment do you... Go on, Mike. Say that again.
What were the penguins doing there in the first place?
What, at the zoo?
No, I meant in the what? They were just nicked by by some drug dealers.
All it says is it was a 23-year-old who was suspected of dealing drugs. But apparently they didn't find any evidence of drug dealing, but they did find the 2 stolen penguins.
Wow, okay.
It's almost like that joke someone says, did anyone lose a large pile of money in a rubber band? You found your rubber band.
Oh yeah, the Doc Ock joke from Spider-Man. That's brilliant.
He said it was a terrible joke. I don't understand why.
No, I love the joke. It's a good joke. Yeah. Oh, we've got 2 people watching, so welcome to whoever is watching.
Hello.
We are going out live as the Really Big Podcast for the first time ever. So this is a historical moment and a day that will be long remembered. Go on, Jack.
Seb,
Yeah.
Did you say you were viewing this to see about check the comments?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I'm doing the same thing, so we haven't got 2 people watching, it's you and me.
Oh... Well, we're watching our own show live, so that's something. But yeah, Jack, you keep watching the comments and I'll just look at my notes. We'll work out a system. We're working.
Did we ever have a system on the last series?
I don't know, we made it up on the fly, so we are continuing that excellent tradition now.
Great, let's hope it works this time.
I think it's working. I'm quite happy with this. I mean, I don't know if that says anything about my standards, but... Yeah, anyway, more odd news for you. You know the song Toto's Africa? You know, as in the song Africa by Toto?
Yeah.
Well, it's being played on an eternal loop in the Sahara Desert thanks to solar panels and a system of speakers.
Nice.
But it's in a very remote location, so if you ever get lost, you can follow the music, head there, and you can just call up and just say, I'm lost in the Sahara Desert. So if you're ever lost in the Sahara and you hear Toto's Africa, you're not going mental. That could very well be your salvation.
Nice.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that if I'm ever across in the Great Desert.
So what do you guys think of that?
Okay, seems like probably a really interesting invention.
If you could play any song in a continuous loop, what would you play and why?
Well, lately I've been playing that song by the Murdkins, that Slash Street Boys video over and over again to keep myself awake while I'm at work.
Oh, that's the parody one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think there was another parody one I liked, which was I bought on eBay, you know, that was I Want It That Way.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's that sausage rolls one that's popular, you know, we built this city on sausage rolls. Although I don't think Piers Morgan thinks that much of it. Oh, topical humour, you can tell it's 2019.
Yay.
I can't believe that drove some people mad. I mean, if you don't want it, don't buy it, you know.
Although,
taking anything off the menu.
Well, exactly. It's not like they stopped doing regular sausage rolls so they can start doing, you know, vegan ones.
Yeah.
although lately, in my moments of vengeance, I've been listening to Burning My Light by Mercy Drive.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
Burning Down the House is a good burning song. You know, as songs about burning a house down go.
You want to talk burning? I was watching Gotham by Gaslight this morning.
Ah.
Okay.
What's
I
that?
don't know if anyone saw that.
What do you mean the TV show Gotham, or is it something called Gotham by Gaslight? I don't know what that is.
Gotham by Gaslight is a comic book set in the past. We've got
So it's like a period drama.
sort of. The one who killed Batman's parents is Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I see. So they've took it to like a Victorian setting.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
Although that was in the comic book. In the animated movie, we don't know who killed Jack the Ripper's pet.
Oh, I see why it's called Gotham by Gaslight now.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like there was some sort of electricity shortage at your house, so you had to watch the TV show Gotham by Gaslight.
No. No, I couldn't do that.
Well, it's a 3-day week over there.
No, if I was stuck with Gaslight, I'd be moving to my uncle's home just across the road.
Oh, what, is he like really Amish about things?
No, it's just I don't think I could survive without my electricity for too long.
I know what you mean. What would people do these days if there was like an EMP that went off? You know, like how would I be able to share memes with people? Would I just have to point at things and say, look how funny that is?
Exactly, I know what you mean.
You know...
You hear a lot of old people say like, "Oh, you young'uns can't last long without technology," and I says, "Yeah, well,
I bet you can't last long without penicillin, you old bat."
Yes. Yeah.
You know, technology moves on. I mean, I bet if you had memes like in the 20s and 30s, there would have been fewer wars because less people would be getting angry about things, and more people would just be laughing at stuff on the internet together.
You actually think people wouldn't be getting angry, Seb?
Well, it's the internet, you're right. It's the internet. People get angry over sausage rolls and bathrooms and stuff, you know.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there's always something to offend somebody out there.
Very true. But yeah, more odd news. Who's eating something?
Oh, that's me. I'm just finishing my dinner.
I'm not going to... Your dinner? What are you eating for dinner? A packet of crisps?
That's part of it. Just like a sandwich packet crisps, that sort of thing. Just something small.
Ah, so you're going a bit, you know, low maintenance with your dinner.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight as well, so I don't like...
Hence the packet of crisps.
small pack of crisps.
The small one, well, except that. Is it like Walker's Fins or something like that? Not that I work for Walker's, I'm just giving that as an example.
Nah, it's only a 25-gram pack, that's it.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad you're enjoying your crisps. We can all hear how much you're enjoying them by the rustling. That wasn't meant to be passive aggressive. I was just like, I'm trying to talk and I'm hearing a munch, rustle.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Soon I'll be reaching Instagram fame with my cuisines.
Yeah, wasn't there an egg that got shared a million times on Instagram or something like that? Like a picture of an egg.
Just a picture of an egg.
Yeah, like, how good can an egg be?
Well, there was that one moment on The Simpsons which described them as being somewhat evil.
Oh yeah, when he chases the egg down the hall, I remember that.
You better run, egg!
Anyway, more odd news. A patient was accidentally given erectile dysfunction cream to treat an eye condition, and it didn't work.
At least he looks hard.
Hey! Okay, sass of the show goes to Mike. I don't know if we're going to make that a weekly thing, sass of the show, but it goes to Mike this week.
Depends on what I've had to drink this afternoon.
Oh, looks hard.
Well, for me, it's always going to be flavoured water, so I don't think I'll ever win that.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to put flavoured water in your eye.
No.
No. So,
whatever made you think that?
So what do you think of this mess up,
You
Jack?
can have a sweet look.
What?
What?
Or would you put flavour water in your eye so you can have a sweet look?
Oh! Not as good as the last one, but still good, Mike.
What makes you think I want my looks to look sweet?
Oh, you never know. You may want to eyeball someone that takes your fancy. Oh, that's okay. That's my third one. I'm going.
Well, I'll tell you what. If this woman eyeballed someone that she fancied, it would probably go right through his skull. But yeah, it gave her a really bad rash.
Right.
The erectile dysfunction cream. But anyway, the reason why is because it was a medication called Vitaros, and she was subscribed to Vitapos, and the people at the pharmacy didn't understand the doctor's handwriting, so they accidentally gave her the erectile dysfunction cream.
Based on just because they misread her name.
Well, no, they misread the name of the medication.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, so that's a lesson to everyone. Don't put erectile dysfunction cream in your eye.
Or just type, or just print your writing. Don't write.
Yeah. Although, is it that the cream actually works, or is it a placebo and it's just the motion of applying the cream that brings, the erection?
I've never had to use any of that before.
I'll take your word for it. How about you, Jack? Do you have any strong opinions on the matter?
Not especially, no, if I'm honest.
Fair enough. Okay, more odd news, and there's a bit of a pattern, but anyway, this is a woman. She's in her 20s. Started watching an old porn movie that she found, and then discovered halfway through that it was her mom and dad.
Right.
Well, that's the story, and she was horrified.
Well, so would I if I saw a picture of mine at it.
It was a whole movie. But
Oh, yeah.
I found this and there is an actual section, there's a pornography section of the Daily Mirror, as in stories specifically about the world of pornography, which I find completely odd. It's www.dailymirror.co.uk/pornography. I mean, it shows the calibre of the newspaper, doesn't it?
Well, they don't seem to really want to cut corners, do they?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that apparently that Thanksgiving dinner was very awkward because she hadn't told them that that she saw the movie. But God, yeah. Anyway, Jack, how would you react in such a situation?
Well, tough question actually, because I didn't think I'd ever be in that situation. Probably quite harshly.
Oh, so what? You'd confront them?
I'd probably be a bit confrontational, the one who recorded it.
Yeah, but they would have been asked to unless it was like spy work.
Or a selfie.
Well, I guess
Or a
that would be
selfie! Oh my god, imagine keeping the camera steady. Carry on.
Well, I guess that would be my first assumption, that it was a spy thing, because you can never really believe that you could actually find yourself in that predicament.
And it would probably
of
be
someone
better
else's
to
creation.
believe that, yeah. I know what
Yeah.
you mean. So yeah, that happens. More odd news. A bakery has been making bread that was really popular. This was in Finland, and this bread was like the talk of the region. People would come from miles to get this bread. Like, they'd have it in sandwiches and they'd toast it, and it was just really good bread. But that's not the story. Before you hear, well, that seems quite ordinary. Turns out that the secret ingredient that made it so good, can you guess what it is?
I'm guessing it's something that's very addictive.
No, but I can see why you'd think that. How about you, Jack? What would you say it is?
Difficult to say.
Yeah, but what kind of area would you be thinking to make something sweeter and tastier?
Sugar would be my first guess.
Yeah, I can see why you'd think that. Do you know what it was in the end?
What was it?
Crushed crickets.
Crushed
Really?
crickets.
Yeah, the bread was made using crushed crickets.
Really? What? They actually got the actual cricket bugs and then just did them in a pestle and mortar or something?
Yeah, they farmed them and then did that thing with a mortar, as you say, Mike, and just crushed them up and mixed them into the bread dough. And that's what made them taste so good.
That's
Wow.
revolting.
But apparently, even though it was really popular, people stopped buying it when they found out the secret ingredients, even though, in hindsight, they did still agree that it was better than normal bread.
Yeah. I suppose that's just the thing you see in a lot of European countries. We're not used to eating bugs.
No, I mean, whether it's good or not.
Yeah, but you go to somewhere like Asia or like the Asia Pacific, and they eat them like on a stick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a stereotype or whether that actually happens to a great degree. I mean, it's just because of Indiana Jones, like, you know, chilled monkey brains and all that. You get the idea that they eat really weird food, but I don't know how much that's based on truth. I mean,
Well, so far the only weird food that I don't know if weird food can actually be the right thing to say without sounding racist. But
oh god, where's this going?
the weirdest food I can think of is what they serve in Vietnam.
Yeah.
You can get snake there.
Yeah, they eat the snake.
Gotta do something with all those snakes crawling about.
Yeah.
You can have it with You can have vodka with snake blood or vodka with snake bile.
Ooh.
Wow.
What if you had a roulette and like you had, you know, different vodkas with different fluids and like you had to take one of them? That'd be a fun party game.
Oh.
It's like I'm a Celebrity, but a party game of it, which I'm sure they used to do at Christmas. Like you could buy it, and you had like I'm a Celebrity chocolates, where some of them would have insects in and some of them would be normal, and they'd be mixed up.
We had a normal alcohol roulette thing at my hotel, but that was just like normal drinks. I don't think we had any kind of snake fluid in it.
That's a bit dull and vanilla.
Oh well, I suppose it's just very hard to come by in Britain.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, you know, I'd consider it quite charming myself. Charming.
The year was 1977. We were at a steaming Mekong Delta, and then one of our overheated privates lifted up his shirt to reveal an iron-on mad slogan, "Up with miniskirts." We all had a good laugh, even though I didn't quite understand it. But our momentary lapse of concentration allowed Charlie to get the drop on us. I spent the next few years in a POW camp, forced to subsist with a thin stew made of fish, vegetables, prawns, coconut milk, and 4 kinds of rice. I came close to madness trying to find it here in the States, but they just can't get the spices right.
Ha, Simpsons. Oh, but yeah, would you guys eat that bread?
Well, if it's been, I'll give it a go, but then I'm actually quite open to different foreign foods.
Yeah, I'd give it a try as well, and if it's crap, I wouldn't have it again.
I'm sticking with Thai food if it's all the same to you.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, that's how you make good bread, apparently.
Yeah, get a load of specially farmed crickets, smash them in a pestle and mortar, and mix them up with conventional bread dough.
Yeah, so if you're ever in Finland, give it a try.
Milk comes from a cow's behind. Honey comes from a bee's behind. And have you ever tried toothpaste? Whose behind does that come out of? You don't want to know.
I've got one more odd story. One more bit of odd news. A cutting-edge Russian robot was displayed on TV and was deemed years ahead of any artificial intelligence. Oh God, I'm an idiot. Any artificial intelligence.
Well, he was smarter than you.
Yeah, hold on, I'm getting a call from Pete. I wonder if he can join us. Okay, Pete, say something. Apparently not. Pete, say something. Hello? I don't think it's working. Okay, sorry about that. Where were we? Yeah, this robot was deemed years ahead of any artificial intelligence that we know of and was entered into a robot competition and it won. But it turned out afterwards, guess what?
What?
It was a man in a suit.
Oh, of course it was.
Nice.
So they defrauded this robot competition and, and here I was thinking that Russian bots were just trying to fix elections.
What do they get out of all this sort of stuff anyway? I mean...
I really don't know. I don't know why you'd pretend to be a robot, but I think they were just trying to see if they could fool everybody.
I got a robot! Ah!
Do you think these Russian people just like these particular Russians just decide to do it just to like have a bit of fun with people? You think that's just all it is?
That's my theory, but that is just conjecture on my part. I have no idea why they did that. Yeah, I really don't know.
Yeah, I can understand the funny side of it all, but...
I mean, what do you think, Jack?
I don't really know, if I'm honest.
I mean, what would you do as a penalty for these people if you found out they defrauded you with a fake robot?
Difficult to say.
Just flog them for it?
Possibly. I'd probably be spending quite a bit of time thinking about Robot Wars.
Oh, that was a classic show.
Yeah.
Who saw that?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I loved it with Craig Charles.
Yeah.
He made that show, I think.
I agree.
Not many people know this, but Jeremy Clarkson was actually the first one to host it.
I didn't realise that. I can picture him posting it though.
Yeah, he hosted first series.
Yeah, I can picture it. I can picture it. I think this is a first time for Jack being on this show. Come to think of it,
it is. That's why I don't really know what I'm doing.
You're doing just fine. But anyway, we're coming to a weekly thing we used to on the show. Mike might remember this. It was a little competition we had called "What Is This?"
What is it? Oh yeah, what we do is we describe something and we all have to guess what it is.
No. What I do is I show you a picture, and then you have to guess what that picture is for next week.
Oh, got you.
So
I'll have forgotten it by next week.
Oh, I'll send it everyone later in the week. So I'm going to display it on the screen now. So if you go onto the live stream, then you will be able to see it.
Why don't we all just start on the live stream?
Hold on, let me just zoom in. Okay, it's on the live stream now.
Wait, did you just zoom in?
I just zoomed in, but then it reverted for some reason. Okay, it's maximum zoom now. Maximum zoom.
I mean, I've been watching this from start to finish. I've seen what that is.
Yeah, can you see what it is?
Is it working now?
Okay, just got Pete on. We've got a live in call. Can you hear anything, Pete? Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him? I can hear him, but I don't know about everyone else.
Uh,
There's still that buzzing sound, Pete.
It might be my computer. might be that might be where it is.
I don't suppose you've got any way of turning anything off and still... Yeah, the buzzing's too loud.
Oh, so that's the picture then?
Yeah, this is the picture. So you have to find out for next week and let us know what is this. I mean, you can have a bit of a guess now. I won't say anything, but you guys can say what it looks like.
I think I've seen this on another news feed before.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like it.
So it's ringing a bell for Mike, but not for Jack. Okay, well, take the picture. I'll send it you over Skype, and you can study it more over the week.
I don't think I'll remember.
I'll remind you. So yeah, it's just free chat now. So what do you guys want to talk about? What have you been doing this week?
What I'm doing at the moment is talking to you guys all the while playing a Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Ah, so we're multitasking, are we?
Oh yes, it's what I do.
That's the fun thing about the modern era.
Yeah, men can multitask as well.
Yes, indeed we can.
Really? I thought it was all how efficient we are at blowing each other up now.
Well, we're so efficient at it, we know we're too efficient, so we don't bother anymore to the same extent.
I mean, that's the impression I got from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, when that judge couldn't be killed by any weapon forged, so she tried one that was manufactured. I said, feel the power of the modern age. Do
you know what would be a good crossover? Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Who would win out of the two of them?
I don't know. You've just got a bunch of women and a talking cat versus people with like supernatural powers.
Well, it has to be said. I believe Buffy has defeated far much more powerful witches.
Yeah, so she would wipe the floor with Sabrina, and like poor Salem. I hope that they won't hurt him because I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Although, doesn't he look crap by today's standards? When I used to watch it, I thought, oh my god, that's really realistic. And then you watch it today and you realise it's just a fake-looking puppet. Although, when it runs about, it's an actual cat.
No, I just think they were really clever back then.
They were, to be fair. I mean, I'm not faulting it. I'm just saying it looks a lot more false now than it did back then.
I think I think because now we're a bit older, we can't.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the mind of a child, but I could always tell fake CGI, and I remember the CGI in Jurassic Park being better than in a lot of modern movies.
I remember an argument.
Now we're just kind of like being a bit like complacent. They just like sort of throw it together and say, oh, it's got a big name on it, so we'll just fling it out. They'll lap it up.
Yeah, well, I think Star Wars do it right, because they have a lot of practical effects, but they have a lot of CGI. You know, they mix it well, so it sort of blends together.
That's exactly the reason why I liked Episode 1.
Yeah.
It was a good mix.
Excuse me, that's the phone.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, Jack.
Okay, go answer that, Jack.
Hello? Hello.
It's not me prank calling him, don't worry. Oh my god, I should find out his number and then prank call him, or get somebody to prank call him. That'd be funny on the show.
Oh.
But yeah, you were talking about Phantom Menace and the practical effects.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I didn't like about Episode 2 and Episode 3 is that the clones are CGI and they don't actually have the costumes.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would have worked better if they were men in suits. I mean, of course, you'd have to use CGI when they've got helmets off because they're all Tamara Morrison, but
yeah,
still.
Sure, you could get like multiple people all of the same height.
Yeah. Oh God, what sound's Jack making?
Don't know, but seems a bit early and for 10 o'clock.
I don't know.
Oh. No.
Right. Okay, well, so how's your week been, Mike?
Yeah, my work's been alright actually, thanks. Yeah, just been a really quick work shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, always helps to have a good few espressos down your throat, just to get yourself going.
Yeah, I cannot express how good that is. So what? You get free drink? You have a free drinks machine at work?
Well, only part of the breakfast service.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only free So it's only free for guests for about 3 hours, and then we switch it all off.
Oh, well, still, if you're not up in those 3 hours, tough on them. It sounds harsh, but, guys got to make breakfast, and, you're literally the ones catering for them, so...
Yeah, so it's what we do. It is a pretty good workplace. I can't really fault it.
Have you had anyone famous this week?
I think a few weeks ago we had a comedian, Roy Chubby Brown.
Oh my god, yeah, he does a lot of shows in the Bedworth area, so yeah, he probably would have been.
He's really well known around the Midlands.
He is. What did he say? What did he do?
To be honest, I didn't really see. I was only told that he was there. I actually didn't, but it was almost unrecognisable because he looks just so different on stage.
Oh.
He does.
Yeah, so is he crude in real life, or does he turn it off when he's dealing with the guests?
I don't know. I think he's. I don't know. I think he just seems like a really just an alright guy. I mean,
so it's not just non-stop toilet humour all day.
Nah, we all got to switch off at some point.
Of course we do. It's like I don't think that Ken Dodd was always singing about the Diddy Men 24/7 either.
Nah, but to be fair though, he didn't really talk much. He just came down, got a bit of breakfast, and then just went. I suppose he was on tour, so he was kind of busy.
Yeah, is he as chubby as he seems in real life?
Well, yeah. I mean, he doesn't really that much different than when I last saw him. On stage.
Oh wow, so he's a regular.
No, not the regular at the hotel. No.
Oh right.
On stage a few years ago.
Here's a question for you, Mike. How much weight do you think that Roy Chubby Brown would have to lose before you could sue him under the Trade Description Act? If he got down to 13 stone, do you think he'd then have to say, well, he's actually not that chubby, his name's misleading?
Well, he'd probably have to do something about the stage name, but I can't.
I know. Roy, slightly overweight Brown.
Well, Chubby is the same as slightly overweight, so I think he could get away with it if he was around 15.
Yeah, because when you hear Chubby, you picture slightly obese, but not necessarily Rick Waller's level of obesity.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, definitely more than slightly overweight, but less than obese.
Mm.
Yeah. Who else have you had stay in your hotel famous?
Oh, who else have I met famous at my hotel? I haven't really met many famous people, but I do know that we've had quite a few stay over.
Ah. Well, I certainly can't beat that for stories this week. Oh, I saw the new Dragon Ball Broly movie in the cinemas.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Really good. I went with Ollie twice because it was on the once, a special screening in Leicester, and we thought it would just be that. Then we found out today it was on at the Odeon, so we went to see that in Nuneaton.
Oh, nice.
I invited you yesterday, Mike, but I don't think you got the message.
No, I didn't get any messages. To be fair, though, I haven't really got any money now until the 31st. I'm completely...
So you're an end-of-the-month pay person as well?
Yeah, that's me all over.
Yeah, well, I'm every 2 weeks, so I get one pay packet on the 16th of every month and one on the last day of every month.
Wow.
So there's that. I don't know if Jack's still with us or not.
You okay, Jack?
I'll take that as a no. Well, I think that's just about enough for 1 week anyway. It's been fun doing this again. Well, the boys are literally back in town.
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to seeing some more shows.
Absolutely. Shall we do this every Sunday, guys?
Well, I'm all for it. I suppose just see what everyone else thinks. Type in the comments below and all that lot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that flood of comments.
Yeah, and Jack when he's
finished doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, before I go, something I've got to tell you. I've been playing a game way too much lately called Hearts 4, which you might have seen me live stream at one point. But yeah, it's just fun because of all the what-if scenarios. Like, I was playing as Germany, I got rid of all the fascists and Hitler, went democratic, then France goes fascist. So now I'm at war with fascist France, fascist Italy, and fascist Spain to protect the rest of Europe.
Sorry about that.
So it's all right, Jack. You all right?
Well, you heard my.
I don't know what we heard, to be honest.
I had cramp in both my legs.
Oh, it was cramp.
Horribly debilitating.
Oh, bloody hell, that sounded really bad. I didn't know what we were hearing, to be honest with you.
For a moment I thought it was something you'd only hear after the watershed.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but, you know, I was thinking it, I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling a bit better.
Yeah, I hope you're alright, Jack.
Really.
Oh, buddy.
If this happens while I'm walking to work tomorrow, I'm going to have a problem.
Well, I'm going to award you with the first ever really big podcast, Purple Heart.
Whatever the hell that means.
It's a medal that they give you for being injured in the line of duty.
I'm not in any duty.
You're dutifully on the show.
I am?
Yeah, you're on the show and it's dutiful.
Yeah, you're an honoured guest.
Well,
Okay.
more than just a guest, he's probably going to be a main person from now on.
Oh, yeah. So, you'll be one of us now, Jack.
One of us. Oh, Jack. Oh, dear. Oh, well, you know, this is it from us this week. Thank you for joining us on the show or watching this on YouTube after the event. Please let us know how you liked it, and don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, share the love. So,
As far as I know, nobody's watching.
Oh well, we enjoyed ourselves, and that's all that counts.
You enjoyed yourselves. I was in horrible pain.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear you're in horrible pain. Maybe that's what helped our enjoyment.
Yeah, lovely.
No, I'm kidding.
I hope you get well soon, though, Jack. I hope the pain's always down.
That cramp is a bitch, and I hope it goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it from me, Seb, and Jack.
Yeah, and that's
and Mike, yeah. That's it from all three of us. So hopefully next time we'll have Pete on the show once he works out his technical issues. Maybe even Ollie, who knows?
And we all wish Ollie well, who is a bit ill at the moment.
Yeah, apparently he didn't sleep last night. And not in a good way either.
Whatever that means.
He didn't sleep last night. But yeah, that's it from us. See you next week. Goodbye.
Good week, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.